What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Blue Marvel.
Blue Marvel enters the contest as a living antimatter reactor,
allowing him to warp the laws of physics to his benefit. His attacks deal energy damage and do not make contact with non-skill opponents. Also, due to his unique composition, he is immune to bleed and power steal, and his combat power rate cannot be reduced below 80%. Blue Marvel doesn't gain a precision buff when using the Dexterity Mastery. Instead, he gains an energy resistance passive for 5 seconds. These max out at 3 stacks. Blue Marvel's thunderous blows will not be denied. His heavy attack cannot miss, and when punishing a mystic opponent's heavy or special attack with his medium, he inflicts a crush debuff for 2.5 seconds. Additionally, his second, third, and fourth light attack inflict a 1% weakness debuff for 10 seconds. These max out at 5 stacks. Now, Blue Marvel can gain antimatter charges throughout the fight, maxing out at 60 stacks. He gains 1 charge when the opponent is inflicted with a non-stun debuff. He gains 3 charges when the opponent fills a bar of power. And he gains 1 charge when taking energy damage or blocking a hit while not in stable release. This way of gaining charges has a cooldown of 0.5 seconds. Once Blue Marvel reaches maximum antimatter charges, he enters stable release, and the charges begin to expire one at a time. Each charge lasts 0.5 seconds and are paused during the opponent's specials. Stable release grants Blue Marvel increased attack rating and energy penetration. Additionally, while in this mode, his attacks cannot miss, and intercepting the opponent with a basic attack grants a personal crush debuff. When Blue Marvel has no antimatter charges remaining, stable release ends, and its effects are removed. For every 20 charges Blue Marvel gains while not in stable release, and for every 20 seconds he spends in stable release, he gains an indefinite cruelty passive, plus an additional one for each personal cruelty gained after the start of the fight. These max out at 30 stacks. Also, when Blue Marvel is awakened, he starts each fight with a number of personal cruelty passives equaling up to 25% of his persistent antimatter. Additionally, when awakened, before taking non-hit direct damage from champions, he gains an indestructible passive for up to 8 seconds, with the cooldown of 35 seconds. But this cooldown is removed when Blue Marvel is rooted. Now, the first hit of Blue Marvel's heavy attack inflicts a 25% overload debuff for 20 seconds. These max out at 3 stacks. And tapping block while performing the final hit focuses the blast, refreshing all personal overload debuffs. If all 3 have more than 50% duration remaining, he pauses them for 10 seconds. Now, on the first hit of his special 1, he inflicts a non-stacking Provoke debuff for 5 seconds. Provoke makes the affected champion 40% more aggressive while outside of striking distance. And while this debuff is active, striking the opponent re-inflicts it with its fixed remaining duration. The final hit inflicts a 20% Wither debuff for 30 seconds, up to 2 stacks. And while the opponent has more than 2 bars of power, these withers reduce ability power rate by an additional 30%. The final hit also refreshes all personal overload and wither debuffs. Now, the burst of damage dealt by personal overload effects during Blue Marvel Special 2 gains an additional 65% potency during this attack. And before each beam blast, Blue Marvel taps into his hypercosmic awareness to slow down time. Tapping block during the slowed period grants a precision passive for 25 seconds, and this is easier during stable release. Also, with this special 3, he gains a non-stacking regeneration passive healing 6% of his max health over 8 seconds, and while in stable release, this passive pauses for 0.5 seconds when striking the opponent. Additionally, he inflicts an indefinite 25% overload passive, maxing out at 3 stacks. Now, let's put it all together in the champion rotation. To begin, land a heavy attack to begin inflicting your overload debuffs. Continue to build power while maxing out your overload, and once ready, launch your special 1 to refresh them on the final hit of the attack. From here, you can land another heavy attack and tap block while performing the final hit to pause your overload for 10 seconds. Continue building power by using your light attacks to inflict your weakness debuffs to continue gaining charges. Then, use another special 1. By now, you'll be close to entering stable release. And once in stable release, launch your special 2, and make sure to tap block while Blue Marvel slows down the fight to gain those precision passives. If your opponent isn't already knocked out, just continue this process until they are. Now, remember, Blue Marvel ramps up throughout the fight and through a quest, so the larger his runway is, the stronger he becomes, making each additional fight easier and easier. And hey, if you're going up against a very large health pool, you can use Blue Marvel's Special 3 to inflict those passive overloads, stacking up to 3 times, and causing those red bursts of damage to send waves through the battle realm. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Blue Marvel. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the Battle Realm.